Hello, everybody. Welcome to another virtual toy shop tour. I am the man of the hour, the man with the power, Superstar Mercy Graham, and I'm joined by one of my many plastic brothers. He's got the artist's touch. He comes through in a clutch. If you mess with him, you'll need a crutch. It's the living legend, the man of man, Eric Graham. How you doing, Eric?
Good, man. Thank you. Nice intro.
I love doing those little superstar raps. So today we're taking a look at your old stomping grounds, America, the United States of America. It's my first tour of any place in the States, and it is for a fantastic place called the Prop Shop in Port Huron, Michigan. So I'll have the address and store hours for it down in the description of the video. I'll also have the Facebook page and the Instagram page for it as well. You want to check it out, it's at 3735 Lapeer Rd in Port Huron, just a few minutes from the Blue Water Bridge. They are open, if you're watching this today on a Saturday, they are open today, Saturday from 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. Eastern, closed on Sunday, and then check their website for all the other store hours. So here we go, the Prop Shop in Port Huron, Michigan. So the exterior of it has this great G.I. Joe style sign.
Fantastic. Nice touch.
Buying, selling, and trading. We love that retro Joe. And there's something for everyone in here. Turtles fans, really specializes in Turtles and movie Turtle stuff. But G.I. Joe, Batman. You see the Toy Biz Batcave from '89 in the window. There's Transformers. And the stuff that I love, the obscure stuff that wasn't as big a hit. And there's tons of movie props and movie masks in here as well. Nice. They actually produce movie props here. So there's a turtle mask.
Oh, wow. On a
Iron Man body. It's one of those electricity balls. So that's, I think, a sideshow bust of RoboCop. So he's got some official sideshow movie merch here as well. But and I'll have a shot a little later on where they have an actual shop in the back of the shop, of the toy shop, where they create masks like this. Turtles.
Oh, wow.
Masks, and they can make the mask for you. They can make the whole suit. It's very expensive, but it's movie accurate. So if you want to be the talk of the convention, they'll hook you up with a custom-made suit. There's a couple of My Pet Monsters down there. And that's one of those like little kid, what were they called, where you pedal it? Cars?
Yeah, little pedal cars.
Yeah, little Keaton Batmobile pedal car. And this is there's turtles in this back corner, as well as some other obscure stuff at the Batman corner.
Wow.
Lots of awesome Batman '89 stuff. A while back, I don't know if it's still there, but he had some stuff from like, I don't know if it was McDonald's or Burger King, but one of those it was McDonald's, I think. Batman '89 McDonald's like fry holder and other merch that you get at McDonald's.
Nice. I think that was one of those things where it was Batman Returns, and of course McDonald's had the Happy Meal stuff for it. They got complaints because it was not exactly a kids-friendly movie.
Yeah, that was
that car, that thing on the left. I had that when I was a kid. It's missing the canopy. I loved that thing. It was one of those like drugstore Walgreens sort of toys. Oh, that was a great one. It was a set. It came with that and like this plane.
There's the World Heavyweight Championship, the big gold belt, a vintage WCW like kitty belt. And bins. It really is like, it's like going through someone's personal collection, because the store feels a lot more like a house than a store. But then it's got the things like the conventions have, the bins where you can just kind of sift your hands through the bins. Lots of 90s stuff there too. Tons of 80s stuff. It's hard to find 80s stuff these days, but tons of 80s. There's also got the 90s stuff like the Star Wars Power of the Force 12-inch, and of course these Power of the Force figures.
Wow, they have some carded Power of the Force 2 figures. That's amazing.
Yeah, those will fly off the shelves as soon as this video is out.
Nobody's got those.
I
did see a CO Bibble though, I think, on there. That's actually fairly rare episode one figure. The Gremlins.
Did the CO come with stairs? Because that's all he ever did is walk downstairs in the second movie.
Action accessory.
Good old
nice. I like the Michael Myers. Is that like a
Oh, and that's the owner,
There's the
Casey.
man.
Super
Nice.
guy, awesome guy. I want to mention the prices are already fantastic. I've been to some toy shops where after just seeing a couple prices, it's like, ouch. Okay, now we know what kind of store this is. His prices are already amazing, and they're negotiable.
Oh.
So he's just a fantastic dude.
Well decorated with the lighting and everything. Good touch.
Beautiful. Yeah, these are some official Aliens props. There's a chest burster and a face hugger and a giant egg.
Nice.
So in addition to visiting a toy shop, like, you're also basically going to see a movie museum, getting to see all this amazing stuff. He's nice enough to let me behind the counter to take a closer look at this stuff. I don't know if most customers are allowed access back there or back in the shop, but this is just to give you an idea of what's there.
I like his Michael Myers mask. I would have been really tempted with that. That's kind of one of those that I'd love to have on display.
Big Shatner fan, I take it.
Oh, and and I love the American Werewolf in London. That's cool.
It's such a distinctive werewolf. Like,
I
don't know that movie very well, but when I saw it, I said, "Is that American Werewolf in London?" Yep, it is.
Yeah, I think that was John Landis, right? Directed that.
Yeah, I think so.
Great movie. Great movie.
So Prince of Thieves figures from Kenner. There's 2 different currently
carded
figures there. Yep, Kevin Costner. He's got so many over on the side section here of movies that didn't quite make it. I mean, Prince of Thieves did pretty well. Ephialtes, you piece of garbage, may you live forever. That's one of the ultimate insults. May you live forever. Iggy Pop. Dragonheart's another one of those movies that wasn't a huge hit, but it's cool that they got merch.
That Robin Hood line was renowned for reusing molds. And I think it was the Friar Tuck figure was basically a Gamorrean guard with a different head.
And I think the Ewok playset was reused.
Yeah, the version of their version of the Ewok playset was even better because it had the leaves and the trees looked a little more like trees instead of logs. And that's cool. The Dick Tracy stuff.
Yeah, the watch.
That was such a bizarre line. Really weird movie too, but it was great. It's just one of those products of the early '90s kind of things.
Going with the Turtles style bodies was an interesting choice by the Tick.
Well,
those are the little tiny guys.
Nice.
Little PVC guys.
Oh, I like those. Those are cool.
I had that whole set years ago, and it didn't do much for me after a while of having it. They don't look as nice as the full posable figures on card.
Well, the Tick, as you know, that we watched that Christmas episode, the Tick versus Santa.
Yeah,
that's one of my every year we watch that.
Oh, it's a classic. Voice Raiders. This was such an important part of the toy shops of my youth growing up. In addition to the big brand names from Hasbro and Mattel and Kenner, I like that the figures you've never heard of, never had a comic or cartoon, but they're that garnish that's so important.
Yeah.
Yeah, this place is an absolute feast. It's not as big as the Woodstock Antique Mall, but I swear I could spend just as much time in here just because it's so beautifully organized. And there's just so much unique stuff that you don't see anywhere else. An Alf corner. Yes.
Nice. Good old Gordon Shumway.
Oh, this one has cat gripping action. And that's actually in the corner over here, the talking Alf that takes cassettes. Right here. Yeah.
Love the Pillsbury Doughboy tucked away in there. I like that. That'd be great in a kitchen. An Alf card. Thank you very much for that. I still plan on framing some of those up. They're just too good.
Oh, yeah. Those are great.
Oh, a Magnum model. That's still on my two build list.
Oh, do you want me to get it for you?
For parts or something.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I got that tucked away. I'm just waiting until I can really do it justice.
This is beautiful. This that glass table right here.
The Michael Jackson and Mr. T and
this one's super rare. The LJN black outfit Andre the Giant. That goes for hundreds and hundreds of dollars. Yeah, because it was Canadian exclusive in '89. They didn't make very many of them. It was at the very end of the line. That's always the story when something's.
What is that red weird looking RoboCop thing in there? That had to have been a knockoff? Oh, and Sectors. Wow.
I'm not sure. Silverhawks. You never see Silverhawks anywhere anymore. Air Raiders. E.T.
The E.T. bank bust, whatever it is cool. The kind of thing, if you had it, you'd want to pull a mold of.
Mm-hmm. Kiss mask.
That's great.
Hasbro WWF figures over on the left side there. Everything is so well organized in these little baskets, which you just ask him and he'll pull it out, put it on top of the table, and you can sift through it.
Some Murdochs.
Yeah.
What is that cowboy thing in the front? Is that... Oh, you know what that was? I think that was it Cowboy Curtis from Pee-wee's Playhouse?
Oh,
I
maybe.
can't tell.
Which was Lawrence Fishburne.
Yeah.
Morpheus.
Oh, black hole figures, Star Trek.
Voltron.
Oh, there's one of my grail items, that Voltron. I know it's terrible, but I would love to have that.
I'd grab him, but he's missing a horn.
Oh.
So I don't mind missing pieces, but when it's missing a horn.
Yeah.
That's a big...
God, those are great toys. Oh, Shogun Warriors.
I didn't notice the figures are there too.
It's, you know what though, is that's got all the canopies on the on it. That's really tough to find.
Oh, there's a Pretender vehicle down there. Gunrunner. Just featured him in Transformers History 88.
Wow, what a collection.
Star Wars.
Vintage Star Wars. That's big on my list for when I go to Birmingham for the at the NEC show. Oh, Dune figures. Those are weird.
Carded
that was one of those, like, that is so not a kids movie, and then for them to have released toys like that was just strange.
Yeah, just like Batman Returns.
Yeah.
His Joe section is incredible. Instead of just one big Rubbermaid of Joes, he's got them all separated by year. And I'll show it in a second here. Little printouts stuck to the front of every basket of telling you what years they're all separated by.
That's cool.
Great Toy Biz section. I grabbed that Wolverine, that
Nice.
Toy Biz yellow and blue suit Wolverine, so he won't be there if you go.
Well, shout out to X-Men 97. Wow, that's a great cartoon.
We
been watching it?
Yeah, I love it. It's incredible. Really shocked at how authentic and true it is.
Yeah, it really is. And they've scaled it with the audience too. I think it's written up a little bit. Yeah, so fans of the original, I think, are still like it. Yep.
There's those Joe baskets.
That's really clever to yeah, 88 to 89 figures. That's really clever.
It makes it so simple, because if you're just looking for, Recondo, can I get the 84 basket, please?
Yeah.
So he really knows his stuff too. That's nice when you get a toy shop owner who doesn't just go, I don't know, whatever. Obviously doesn't know every single tiny little detail, but he's very well versed in most of this stuff.
Nice.
Ooh. Comics too.
Oh, that's cool.
Do you see
good ones out there?
Yeah. Fantastic Four, Conan, and check this out.
Oh, Jumbo.
Yeah.
Near and dear to my heart right there. I loved those things.
Some more movie figurines, statues. This giant Hulk. I think this is a sideshow.
Great looking Hulk statue.
It's from the movies, I guess.
Yeah.
Avengers or something.
Huh. King Kong.
Jason, Freddy. Endoskeleton.
I think I might have had that. There was a endoskeleton that was out a while ago. I think it was 12 inches or so. Really nice one. It was a really cheap price point. I can't even remember what brand who released it now, but
I had an 18-inch. What's that?
Might have been, yeah.
I had an 18-inch from NECA. It was okay. Did someone say Beetlejuice 3 times?
Oh, I'm looking forward to that movie. That trailer looks great.
Yeah.
We saw it in front of Ghostbusters when we saw it. It was really cool.
Yeah. I'm glad he's having a career resurgence. Keaton's one of the best.
He's really good. There's a kind of like a video of him talking about all his roles, that whole series that comes out, and he goes through a lot of these older roles of his, and he talks a lot about Beetlejuice, and that's apparently one of his favorite roles he's ever done, and talks about like Mr. Mom, which is one of my personal favorite comedies.
Yeah.
220, 221, whatever it takes.
Yeah. So this is the shop in behind.
Wow.
And he's working on some masks right now.
That's amazing.
Beautiful turtle masks, and there's Arnie and some other movie masks.
Wow.
It's pretty amazing that he's actually making these in the shop in addition to selling all the other stuff. And there's
that's cool.
boots and gloves.
Yeah, so he does the sets and suits and the. Wow, that's impressive.
Yeah, they look spectacular. Yeah, very talented guy.
Oh, that's amazing.
So there's an upstairs to this section.
Nice.
Going to go up in a minute, but right at the base of the stairs, there's some more figures and some classic board games.
Board games.
Glow-in-the-dark Domino Rally. That one tempts me every time I go in here. Mall Madness.
I remember that game. Gosh, my cousin had that game. She always didn't want to play it.
Sweet Valley High. And I pity the fool who doesn't like this game.
It's the D game. Zaxxon.
Yeah. Is that a game? A video game?
Yeah, it was a Sega game, I think. It was like a strange sort of 3/4 perspective shooter. It was harder than hell because it was hard to tell where your ship was.
Yeah. I love toy shops that have an upstairs because my toy shop from my youth, the Highway Market in Kitchener, had an upstairs and an escalator, but still there were more toys on the upper floor. So it's really cool being able to go up to the next section, and there's tons of stuff up here too. It's a vintage kind of Halloween G.I. Joe outfit.
Oh, nice.
Posters over here. These are so great. We talked about it during, I think, the last tour we did, the Patreon exclusive toy shop tour. It'd be great to have one of these for the house, just so you can have a dozen posters all in a compact area. This is mostly Trek in this room.
Ooh, that's a neat Silver Surfer. Ooh, I'd have been tempted by that. That's cool. Silver Surfer, as you know, is one of my favorite characters.
Yeah. Star Trek dolls and... 12-inch action figures.
They're dolls, let's be honest.
You know, anyone who gets upset at those being called dolls, all I gotta say is first world problems.
Yeah. Oh, O'Brien. Nice.
There's a guy who deals with third world and eighth world and 20th world problems, O'Brien. You better believe I pulled my sleeves up after I saw that.
Oh yeah.
Had to get to work. Micro Machine, Star Trek.
I love that idea of an O'Brien show. Let's make that happen.
Yes. It's just him fixing things all day long. Oh, not again. He's like the only engineer left in Starfleet.
Yeah. I just fixed the Hydra spanners last month.
It'd be funny if he got a call. We've got something gone wrong on Deep Space Nine. I'm never setting foot on that hellhole again. I've done what I can. Do you understand?
Yeah.
7 years. Not sure if this is vintage or made to look vintage. A Superman.
That's cool. $6 Million Man game. I think my brother had that.
I would have been doing that sound if I was playing the $6 Million Man game. No, 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 like rolling the dice. Yeah. No, 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 no. Vinyl records. Lots of vintage vinyl records too.
Oh, cool.
And I was surprised to see these guys in here. The Guess Who? The Canadian band made their way into the United States of America. Jefferson Starship.
Oh, Jefferson Starship.
From the Star Wars Holiday Special.
Yes, of course.
Willie, Bruce, and there's a Ringo of the Beatles, and Paul from Ringo's band.
Nice. Wings.
Yeah. He was better in Ringo's band.
Yeah.
A huge 12-inch Army section here, not just Joe's, but some of the other lines. This is a 12-inch motorcycle, 6-scale motorcycle from those 90s 12-inch Joes that came out. Hall of Fame figures.
Those were cool. Those used to catch my eye when I'd go into a Toys R Us and look at this. Like that was cool. Those Snake guys and the Cobra Commander.
Yeah,
those are really neat.
The posing isn't great, but the outfits are fantastic.
Yeah. And a nice throwback to the original.
This one,
Joes.
I think this one looks the nicest of all of them.
That's
Dress blues gung ho.
That's really cool.
Beautiful. Great Joe figure, and also a great tribute to the Marines.
Yeah.
Destro's
kind of cool too.
Mm-hmm. Stormy.
Interesting that it's based on the newer, what is it, version 3 Storm Shadow, right?
Yeah, the Ninja Force.
Yeah.
And there's Ace. Nice pilot figure.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, lots of 12-inch 90s Joe stuff there. Some kind
That
of
armadillo assault. Was that a G.I. Joe Extreme?
Oh, I'm not sure.
Huh. Yeah. Yeah, I think G.I. Joe did some interesting stuff in the 90s when they were trying to kind of bring it back somehow. Yeah, that's vehicle's interesting.
Lunchboxes.
Oh, nice.
That's an 87 right there. And Photon?
Photon.
What is that?
Yeah, Photon. It was a sort of a competitor to Laser Tag.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and they had a Photon place. I want to say it was in San Jose.
Hey, Ringo's band.
Huh?
Ringo's band. I always call the Beatles Ringo's band.
Nice.
Just to see who gets the joke and who's like, actually, those are, hey, it's Ringo's band again.
Well, if you ever come across over here, I'll take you to Liverpool and you can go see there's a big Beatles museum there where they recreated the what was the place they originally played? I'm blanking on the name now. But it's pretty cool. It's a neat thing to see.
I'd love to see that. Now, this line was fantastic. I remember grabbing a bunch of them from Toys R Us here. Well, this is just called the Villains, but it was Ultimate Soldier 12-inch figures. Okay. So they were, before Hot Toys, they were the figures that had more detail, more detailed weapons. It was more kind of realistic adult collectible than what G.I. Joe was putting out. So it's cool to see those again. You don't see them very often anymore. And they weren't super expensive either.
That Matilda, I'm sure, was in no way, shape, or form supposed to be Baroness. It's one of the strange. God, I don't know. Was it a case? I don't know what Falcon that was.
Greatest.
Nice.
Muhammad Ali.
Ooh,
collector's
Transformers
kit.
collector's case. Nice. Wildcats. Oh, I like this 90s wall. That Iceman figure is gorgeous. That's a cool looking figure.
He's got actually two versions of it. One is more clear and one is more blue.
Oh, is there? Interesting.
And they're all must have been two different runs, and they're all mint on card. And the cards are in great shape too. And they're like $10. Like that's an example of some of his pricing here. Mint on card, Toy Biz figure, great shape, $10 US. That's incredible.
It's not bad.
It's half of what you pay on eBay.
Huh. I didn't even know they made those.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. A Rufio. Nice.
Yeah, there's a lot of great lesser known shows and movie figures here. There's a Sequest. Fantastic first season, at least.
Yeah.
No Scheider. I actually went through all the pegs here looking for a Scheider, but
yeah.
All I could find was this Raimi. Nice. And Jonathan Brandis.
Rest in peace.
Yeah, and his I actually picked up one of these dolphins for the Joe shelf to go beside the killer whale.
Pretty good looking dolphin.
Yeah. There's a plush bucket in the corner over here.
Oh, that centipede thing. What was that called? Oh, it's on the tip of my tongue what that was. Wasn't it part of Rainbow Bright?
I'm not sure. Tasmanian Devil. Those Alps are from Burger King, the Cooking with Alf hand puppets. And I had that guy too when I was a kid. The non-deluxe. It talked, but it didn't take cassettes.
That you got a little shot of it, the Disneyland train that was in the corner. That would have been a Carlo item.
Banner here.
Nice Rambo banner.
Yeah. There's pictures everywhere. That's so awesome. Well decorated. Such great atmosphere at this place.
It's one of those kind of things, like these kind of shops and like antique shops, picking up like interesting stuff for the wall. Not just some, $10 print in a corny frame from Target.
Yeah, that's what makes it feel more like a personal collection instead of just those motorcycles. Get them for your dreadnoughts.
Yeah,
similar to the ones I just did a video on not too long ago.
Those are cool. That was a neat video too. Just works surprisingly well for those 3 3/4 inch Joes.
They're bikers. They need motorcycles, and like motorcycles with realistic looking motorcycles with chrome on them, not just that Dreadnought cycle that Hasbro did.
Oh, huh. Flying rocket kits.
I thought this was Thunderhawk, but it's not. Kind of similar with a sticker on the hood. Last Action Hero. There's a lot of this guy.
funny.
If
Oh
that's
gosh, Hercules Legendary Journey.
Yeah.
Wow.
Obviously all sold out of Sorbo because he's in
Yeah.
high demand these days.
I almost think in this line, it's like, okay, now, I mean, you go back, obviously the heroes when you were a kid were the ones that you wanted, but you look now and some of the stranger kind of fringe characters or secondary characters are almost more interesting, I think.
Mm-hmm. Oh, it's
At least as toys.
It's the Boba Fett effect, right?
Yeah.
Well, the original. The younger people have no idea what I'm talking about because he's just been so overused. But
Congo.
Yeah.
One of the 3 movies I ever walked out of. The Shadow, The Phantom, and Congo were the 3.
Wow, there's like a theme there.
Yeah.
More X-Men, X-Force. I'm really hoping we see X-Force in the new X-Men 97 show, or if they even do a spin-off. Give us X-Factor and X-Force.
Well, they've thrown in the Jean Grey being having a baby, so you have to think that Nathan Summers is going to pop up at some point as Cable.
Yep. There was a poster for a movie called The Star Wars. I hear it's okay.
Oh yeah, that's an old one, classic, right?
How good could it be if it's old?
The Star Wars
video. That's what it was originally called. The Star Wars, the original trailer. Tons of video game stuff here too. Systems, cartridges.
Or as our friend Mr. Bob of the Bob Squad would say, the Star Disagreements.
Star Disagreements. Arguably one of the best movies ever made.
Garbage Pail.
Garbage Pail. Remember how extreme these were for their time, and today they're considered wholesome.
It's like whatever. Yeah, there was a time where those weren't allowed at school when I was a kid.
Yeah.
And of course that just made us all bring them because it was all of a sudden illicit. We couldn't do it, so we wanted to do it.
It threatened to degrade society. We can't have that.
It's the best thing ever is when something is banned. Yeah. That's the best publicity you can get.
And a gargoyle statue with
the gargoyle is cool.
And that's the prop shop in Port Huron. Yeah. Holy smokes, what an amazing place. A little something for everybody there.
That is awesome.
It's right there in the corner of Michigan, or if you're in Canada, it's right across from the bridge, just a few minutes from Blue Water. So I think it's definitely worth the trip if you're in Ontario, Southern Ontario.
100%. It's great. How cool.
So thanks to Casey for letting me walk through here, and thank you, Eric, for taking the virtual tour with me.
Oh, wonderful. My pleasure.
All right, thanks everyone for watching. Till next time, Nerdmas Day.